What's up, deal hunters? It's Donny Coram, your foreclosure deals coach. Hey, we're going to keep this short and sweet. I'm on the road this week, so wanted to open up for questions pretty early on. Tell you a little about where I am. I'm in Columbus, Ohio, with the results-driven training from Tiffany and Josh High. The idea behind this training is learning more about wholesaling, and that's super important to the coaching clients because one of the things a lot of people are sharing in this meeting today is that wholesaling, finding deals right now, the acquisition process is definitely getting a little bit harder in this market. So Laura and I are really focused on making sure we can provide the best quality of service to people who have joined the coaching program. We want to make sure there's a good flow of deals, and the market is in fact shifting. So this is going to be a great time to find some high equity deals, some fix and flip opportunities, some buy and holds, whatever your objectives are in the real estate market. So all dressed up, got my name badge here. They gave me a cool t-shirt. You can see that there. And really taking advantage of this time to stepping away for a minute because I want to make sure I address you guys as we do every single week. But also going to make this short and sweet because I want to get back into the class where we are really specializing and learning about the wholesaling process, how to scale that operation up. This will be a win for those of you who are already in coaching because as these deals come in, coaching clients are going to get first right of refusal, first access to the best deals that are hitting the local marketplace. So actually before they hit the local marketplace, a lot of gurus out there, a lot of coaches, they offer the opportunity to potentially do a real estate deal, right? That's the general setting. They're going to give you the mentorship and the training to do a deal if you manage to find one, right? Well, that's not how this coaching program works. Here in the Foreclosure Deals Coach System, we're working with you to find at least that first deal with you with the objective that this group has a lot more buying power as a unified group with lots of people looking for deals simultaneously. So to that end, we've already got the TV ads going. A little update on that. We are getting a ton of traffic on the TV ads right now, a bunch of phone calls. That's a longer term process. When you're working with TV, you got people who are motivated, but they may not be ready to move right away. So my team is working on those deals right now. Additionally, we're adding other sources that are going to be going out to find deals continually, specifically with the idea of bringing those deals to the coaching clients. So the incentive here is that the better that the coaching clients do, the better that you guys do as members of the Foreclosure Deals program, the more people are going to want to join the program, gives us more buying power. That decreases our cost of construction, parts, labor, everything works when we work as a total overall network. So huge opportunity here. Glad to be out here learning from the best as it relates to setting up a wholesale system. We expect to be dialed into the next few months, starting to get that momentum running. But going back to it, it is definitely a more difficult time to find a deal right now. And so for those of you who are out there who are looking to get into real estate investing, you're probably wondering, where's this first deal going to come from? Well, there's a series of places you can find it. Obviously, I speak a lot about the Privy application and how that can help you to find your first deal. But if you're going on market, you always have more competition. This works against you in two factors. Obviously, other buyers means the price is going to be higher, but also you have the downside of you're not an experienced investor and you're out there just shotgunning offers left and right. A lot of the agents, they're identifying much quicker now on market strategy who is experienced in this and who they just don't want to work with. Unfortunately, the problem with wholesaling as a whole is it's very easy to hop into. So a bunch of people got YouTube educated, right? They did a couple of YouTube videos and now touting themselves as wholesale experts. And one of the teachings a lot of these wholesale programs is keep shotgunning offers until one of them gets accepted, hopefully finding a buyer after the fact. We don't have that problem here, right? We're finding deals through our inside channels off market on deals that most people are never going to hear about. This is a huge benefit for you as a coaching client because you're not out there competing for offers. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't be. I'm not saying you just want to wait for the program to find your deal. This is not a passive program. This is going to require work. What I'm saying is by joining up, we've already got a network of deals coming in. And with all the clients that are coming in right now, because the movement is out there, people are hearing about the program more than ever right now. And as a result, we're signing up a bunch of new students. Great problem to have. This was exactly where I wanted to be, where we had a lot of students coming in that we could start the basic education and get going. Hey, thanks for being here, William. I appreciate it. See, and this is an example. I'm glad you said that, Bill. I'm gonna load this on here because you're going to see this. Okay, there are a bunch of opportunities to find out deals. William Tingle is a big big wholesaler, big investor. Those of you who don't know who he is, you got to get out there and knock on those doors. You're 100% right? He got a deal yesterday from a deal he knocked on Saturday. So if you're out there trying to hustle, there are opportunities. But William, would you agree that it's a little bit harder to find deals right now? Is the market getting more difficult for professional investors to locate deals? We'd love to hear you chime in on that. Bottom line is, if there was ever a time to consider coaching, if there was ever a time to get into a program to help you do this, if in fact this is something you want to do. I talked to a lot of people on the coaching assessment call that are sort of in the theory stage. This is something I'm considering, I'm contemplating. If you're contemplating in this market, just don't do it. Okay, if you're not fully committed to doing a deal in a tough market like the one we're heading into right now, it is best just to stay out. Okay, on the upside, the flip side of that, if you really want to do it, the opportunities are better than they have ever been, because a lot of people are getting out because this got harder. Okay, and you got to understand, when the market's operating well and things are super easy, everybody's going to jump in. That's why we have over 5,000 licensed agents in my neighborhood alone, and everybody and their mothers out there looking to get their real estate license, because the theory is that it's so easy. When things get more difficult, which they are definitely doing right now, interest rates are higher. Okay, sellers are expecting top dollar for everything because everything got pushed up to the higher echelon of the marketplace. When things are like this, the opposite happens. People are starting to shift outside of the market because they're realizing that this requires actual work. Okay, and I'm not telling you that to scare you off or to make you not do it. Obviously, if you're going to do the work, just like where I'm at, I am always in some kind of professional development. Okay, I'm always working to some way to innovate my team, myself. Laura and I are working together. There's always a personal or private mentorship or coaching all the time going on, because that's how you improve. That's how you get better. So by investing in your education, investing in the idea, the concept, that is going to be one critical step to help move you forward. But that's only the first one. In the coaching program, we are working on actually taking action, and we're actually going to do a deal. Yes, there's stuff you need to learn. Yes, there's some education you probably need to improve. And almost certainly there are some mindset things that are probably screwing you up right now, preventing you from getting into your first deal. But education in and of itself is not going to do the job. Okay, if you really, really want to do this, you need coaching more than ever. That's why I'm getting coaching right now on the wholesale side, so I can make sure that my clients who want to flip have enough deals. A lot of wholesalers are out there putting together narrow margins right now and broadcasting them to the masses, because that's all you can do right now to stay afloat. I am not knocking it by any means. You got to do what you got to do to survive, but that doesn't necessarily put the people who are buying those deals in a good spot, especially if they're undereducated because they've never done this before and they're eager to get started, so they're heavily motivated. Don't put yourself into that spot. If you are committed to doing a deal, now more than ever, you really got to consider making an investment in coaching. It's ultimately what changed my life, and I'm 100% certain it's going to make all the difference in you getting your first deal done as well. So step one in our process is finding deals. And again, we talked about an on-market strategy. The off-market strategy is exactly what William brought up. He's out there knocking doors, pounding the pavement. That is another great way to get deals, but it's time consuming. And the majority of my clients come to me with a day job and a family and things to do. And I'm not saying you can deprioritize this if it's ultimately going to take over your entire income landscape. But when you are getting started, trying to find that balance between what the right activities are to get money in the bank, right? And just kind of figuring out your day-to-day activity is a critical element where a lot of people go wrong. So in this program, what we are talking about often is what strategies you need to employ to make sure you are getting the right deals done for you. It's not just about getting a deal. It's tailoring a deal that makes sense for somebody at whatever skill level you're at. And in my 5Fs program, everybody has an advantage somewhere in the 5Fs. Like, you may be very good at finding deals. A lot of agents have that advantage because they've got the direct MLS access. With Privy, we've kind of leveled the playing field, so you don't necessarily need the MLS access as your only advantage, but that is one advantage a lot of people bring to the story, right? The next one is analysis, and this is is where I pride myself on it. Can you look at a deal and quickly analyze it? Well, after 20 years in the business, over 300, 400 flips, and thousands of deal analyses at this point, I can tell you confidently that there are very few people more qualified to analyze a real estate deal than yours truly. This is awesome because if I can help you to find the deal, or if you've already found a deal that you're working on, but you need that confidence, you don't want to get stuck in analysis paralysis, then we have tools specifically for deal analysis. I coach on that specifically. That can make a big difference if you understand how to do proper deal analysis. Going to save you a ton of time. Next up is funding. Okay. And most of my clients come to me not exactly certain how they're going to pay for the deal. Listen, that is normal. Unless you are sitting on $500,000 liquid in a bank account somewhere, which by the way is a terrible idea. You should be investing that somewhere. But unless you're sitting on a whole bunch of money, you're going to struggle with funding. You're going to struggle with it a little bit more now. Okay, because today the lenders that are left standing, and there have been a lot of hard money lenders that have pulled out of the market because of the change of the market. If the lenders that are left standing want to work exclusively with experienced buyers. When you bring a new buyer to them, they want to know that you're either partnered with experience, which is what coaching does for you, or you're bringing a ton down. Right? And if you can't offer one of those two benefits, you are probably not going to get a hard money deal done right now, which is going to make your funding process that much harder. And you can forget about banks. If you're contemplating getting your loan done through a conventional bank, I wouldn't waste the time I wouldn't waste the time in general, but I really wouldn't waste the time right now. Banks are terrified right now of anything that lends on the out-of-box side. They want to make sure everything fits. Conventional buyer, good amount of money down, stable employment, intends to live in the property, and is most certainly not looking to flip that house at a profit. Okay, so I can tell you going conventional in the banking world is almost a total waste of time. Don't do it. If you want to get started, funding is critical. I help my clients through my partnership and ownership in Traction Capital. We can get deals funded right now by adding me to your LLC as an operating partner. Now, I want to note, I do not take any profit out of your deal on the back end of the deal. Okay, the deal is yours, but by adding me as a partner to the deal, you're going to get better terms, lower down payment, a lower interest rate, everything you need to get this deal done with a lot less money out of pocket. Okay. Next up, we have the flipping part, and this is always the fixing part. Excuse me. This is always difficult. And I'm not really a construction guy. And one of the things I'm learning about at this conference is most people on this side of the equation who find deals and consult on it don't speak construction. They hire out construction. I am blessed to have developed several great construction teams in the Colorado Springs and surrounding markets. So I'm very confident that I can align you with one of my construction partners to make sure that the deal gets done on time, within budget, below budget preferably, and on schedule. If you are out there looking for contractors in this world, one of two things is going to happen. Okay, you're going to get the ne'er-do-well guys you find on Craigslist, right, who can probably a paintbrush, but you really don't want them painting your house. Okay, you're going to get that guy, or you're going to get the really, really established, expensive guys who can certainly do the work, but they're going to charge so much that there's going to be no way for you to make a profit on that deal. In either case, it's also not a great time to be sourcing or looking to source brand new construction talent as a brand new flipper. We're going to knock out all those problems with this program, because with my program, I'm going to align you with my contractors that I'm going to ask that you use, because I've already got the pricing figured out. I've got the network. We've got discounts at all the big box retailers. I get tile at an incredible discount. I get carpet at an incredible discount. All the parts you're going to need to do this house. And finally, the flip. We have got to monitor our transaction costs more so now than ever. Okay, because on the back end, if you're not monitoring your transaction costs and we're selling the houses for a little bit less than we used to, you can lose your profit margin on the deal by ending up paying too high a transaction cost. No disrespect to my agent brethren out there. You know I love you guys, and we work with agents every single day. But when you're talking about paying 6% retail, when you're talking buy side and sell side, trying to get a deal profitable and pay 6% is super inefficient. So I'm already partnering with agents here in town that will give you a substantial discount when you list with me as one of my coaching clients, because they know there's a residual business coming and they provide great service. Sarah, one of my agents I work with, has been knocking it out of the park for my clients. She's getting the sold. She's providing a great bonus discount to those clients, and we are building an organization that can do as many flips as the team can handle. The market's here, the time is now. So the combination of all 5 F's means I'm going to give you a foolproof process to get from the idea, the concept where you probably are right now, man, I really want to do my first fix and flip, to the getting your first paycheck process, and I'm going to cut out all the problems in between. This is not to say that it's going to be easy. Okay, nothing about making money at this level or being an investor of any sort is supposed to be easy. However, it can be simple. You see the variable there? The variable is I can give you the parts that you need, the process that you need. You do have to take the first action. You got to step out on faith. You got to sign up for coaching, sign up a couple new clients in the last couple of weeks who had understood what I offer as a coach and decided to sign up. They know that I can provide the value that they need. Okay. And I may not be the right fit for you. But we have to figure that out. And if you want to figure it out, what I'd like you to do is hop on a coaching assessment call. And I'm going to pop my link here for just a second so you check it out. Let's hop on a coaching assessment call. Here's the bit.ly link where we can get together, or slide up in the DMs a little bit. Let's chat about what you're looking for. No hard sales pitch. All I want to do is have a conversation to see if right now is the right time for you to be hopping into coaching. If the answer is no, I'll be the one to tell you firsthand. I don't want anybody in my program who I cannot absolutely assure that we're going to get a result for, who's actually going to make money doing a flip. So what's the bottom line on coaching? When you sign up, you're going to work with me for as long as it takes. And I don't care if it takes forever, right? For as long as it takes to do at least one deal with a minimum profit of $25,000. Okay. And we're going to keep working on that process until we get there. The good news is most of my clients get that figured out in about 90 days or less. Okay. With the slowdown in the market, we're having a little bit more trouble finding deals, but that's why I'm here in Columbus, Ohio, to make sure that we are overwhelmed. We're going to have too many deals to process here in the next couple of weeks. So you guys are definitely going to want to join on board soon, because the deals that are coming down the pike right now are going to blow away everything that we've been working with for the past couple of years. The market is shifting. There are opportunities. They are just a little bit more hard to find right now. So we're working towards finding them in real time. Okay, I'm going to try to wrap this up in 20 minutes. I want to get back to the class here. They're dropping some great nuggets of knowledge right now. So I'm going to open it up for a few minutes to see if anybody else has anything they want to ask about the coaching program, the real estate market, anything at all. Let's join up for the next 2 minutes and decide if there's anything we can discuss. Okay, no comments at the moment. That's okay. Guys, I'm going to put this to you plainly, okay? Real estate can change your life. Most certainly changed my life. I'm traveling to cool places. I'm doing deals all over. I am meeting people in my network, both inside the coaching program and outside the coaching program. Every interaction that you have in this marketplace could be life-changing, okay? And I can tell you that connecting into my network now as the foreclosure deals coach will have nothing but benefits in your life right now. If you're looking for the 3 freedoms that I preach about all the time, which are time, right? The ability to do what you want when you want to do it. Location, be wherever you want to be when you're doing it. I never would have imagined I would have liked Columbus, Ohio, but I got to tell you, it's beautifully green out here. It's a very cool city to hang out in, okay? And finally, the obvious one, which is financial freedom. Real estate investing can do all of those things for you and so much more, but you have to be committed to the process. Okay. And I can only lead you to water. I can't make you drink it, but I can tell you that if you've been thinking about doing this, not sure where to get started, dealing with analysis paralysis, you've been looking at, maybe you're a real estate agent, right? You're already in the market. You're already dealing with it. You're seeing people making huge sums of money, changing their life and building wealth through real estate investing, but you're not certain what the first step is. I would be honored to be that first step. It was a secret sauce to getting me started, and I'm 100% certain it can dominate your life as well if you really just take that first step. Okay. I'm not going to harp on that very long. I promise I'd make this short and sweet today. So I'm going to thank you guys, those who did tune in shortly. Thank you for doing so. If you're watching the replay, listen, better late than never. I'd love to have you. Let's have a discussion soon about whether coaching is the right fit for you in your current landscape. DM me, message me, let me know if I can help at all with that, or give me a call, 719-649-2500. I'm pretty easy to find. I try to keep it that way. I know that there's a lot of opportunities out there to coach with, but very few are located right here in the Colorado Springs market, doing deals left and right, 47 deals in a year like I am. So I am certain that I'm the best option right there in the Colorado Springs market. with that, I'm going to wrap up. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you taking the time out today to join me. One more round to ask questions on if anybody has any. And if not, I'm going to thank you for your time, and I hope to see you very soon. I'm going to bring back a whole bunch of power-packed knowledge from this conference I'm doing here in Columbus, Ohio, and a lot of deals are coming. So if you want to do a deal, I really encourage you to hop on board now. Thanks again. Have a great day.